everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Lisa from Potsiefighter, and I'm back today with another video for you. Today I'm showing you how I make a super quick and easy mini album, and I'm using all of these envelopes. I don't know if you're like me, but I have a ton of envelopes that have no card. Like, you know, when I buy like a card sets, like the card base with the envelopes, but somehow I end up with either cards or envelopes. As you can see, some of them I kind of mis-stamped, so I just thought I would make a mini album. So this is my first page. As you can see, I just take the flap and I adhered it on the inside, and this is gonna be my next page. So what you're gonna want to do, you want to just, I slowed this down here for you. So there you have the one side. Then you take the next side, you flip over the flap just like that, and then you just slide it in. So you want to have your flap on basically the other side of your outside of the envelope, and then you can slide it in, because then you can slide in the next flap on your next page, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does, but we will see in a second. I use this tacky glue here and there. Boom. That's done. And now you just put your next flap on the backwards again. That is a horrible way of describing it. And then you want to make sure that it's kind of lined up, like the flap that you're sliding in. I'm sorry about that, just got a mail. The flap that you're sliding in is lined up with the edge of the envelope that you're sliding it into, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't even remember how many pages I made here. As you can see, I have all different kinds of colors and stuff, so I kind of divided them, and on some you will see I kind of, I forgot what I was trying to say. But anyways, I think that on some, as I said, some of these there you can see, for example, I mis-stamped on them. Like, for example, when you stamp on an envelope and I just dropped the stamp, so you have like a smudge or something, like a big thing. But that doesn't matter, because I'm gonna cover the insides up anyways, because they're envelopes now and I don't necessarily want that. You can also, I did not end up doing that in this album, but you can totally I'm sorry about that, leave it, and then you have all of these pockets if that's something you want. Again, I did not do that because it didn't need that much space, but you could do that for journaling or for putting in ephemera and memorabilia or something like that. But yeah, this is super easy and super quick to do. Like, this did not take long at all, and I think this is my last one. No, I think there's one more, probably, because the blue one is not my last one. I remember that. Yeah, that's my last one. And here I actually, yeah, you can kind of not really see it. I flipped the envelope around, so both of the insides, or the parts where you can slide your whatever inside, is on the inside of the album, if that makes sense. Because otherwise I would have the flap on the outside. Now I just took some clips here to kind of make it really, really tight. And here you can kind of see, because I'm kind of off camera, I'm sorry about that. I just take tacky glue and smear it all over the spine, so this really, really stays together. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm doing with my glue here. I think I had a lot of glue on there, so I just kind of, tried to get it back into the bottle. But yeah, I just smooth up the edges a bit, but that's how I find it's the easiest to make them stay together. And I just checked and everything, you know, is okay on the inside. So I let that, put a ton of clips on there and let that dry. You want to make sure that you don't slide them too much on there, so they're, otherwise they're full of glue. So I measured my envelopes, and they're, I forgot, is it at 11.5 by 16, I think, and that's in centimeters because that ruler is in centimeters. As you can see here, I just go through my paper. This is my green scraps drawer, and I just go through it, and I measure the papers, and then I trim them down according to size, so I can cover up the insides. I need to change my blade. I think I actually did by now. So yeah, I trimmed down some paper. I'm not gonna do a process of the inside today because I'm using pictures of my niece and my sister, sorry, and I don't want to show them, but I'm gonna show you a bit how I decorated these papers. So here this is just some washi tape, obviously. It's quite broad washi tape, and I, as you can see, am putting double-sided adhesive tape on there, and I because as we all know, washi tape isn't the most, sticky thing in the world, and I wanted this to really, really stay. Also, I trimmed it too short, but I just put it around the spine so this stays as together as it can, if that makes sense. And then I just like look for papers and what paper I want on the outside as a cover page. And next week I'm gonna show you the flip through of the finished album, and then you can see more of this album and how I decorated it. I usually use my mini albums as a chance to really, really use up stuff, like all of my stickers and stuff. And I also did this for this one. Here you can see I just used double-sided tip, and I put paper on, usually just on the sides with this here, I don't know what you call it. It's not the flap, it's the other side of the flap. Here I use two papers, obviously, because this is one of my stamping misadventures. And I just put it on there. I just really dropped that stamp on there, I think twice even. Or maybe I stamped it once and then I dropped it. I don't know what I did. It doesn't matter. Then again, I usually put a tiny piece. No, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. I have my work computer open and I don't have the sounds muted. So sorry about that. What I wanted to say is what I'm doing right now. I usually put a piece of tape on there, and I'm sorry about that. So, oh my God, what are they doing? I don't know who's texting me that much, but apparently I'm needed right now. But anyways, I'm gonna finish this voiceover and then I'm gonna check back in. I do work from home most of the time now, because I changed things around in my schedule, not my schedule, but my life basically. Had to make a lot of changes, and working from home was one of them because I just couldn't, my body was not doing too well with working a lot and going to and from work. And it takes up about 2 to 3 hours a day, and I just can't do it anymore. So I'm working from home now mostly, which is good. I really enjoy it. But anyways, that's not the point here. So I put a piece of tape in the middle, so all of because there is like I don't know what to call, like a gap in there, and I wanted this to stay as put as it gets. As you saw, my video cut off now because I think my battery ran out, like was low, and my camera stopped filming. But that's basically the gist of it. You just stick your envelopes together and you have a mini album. Super quick, super easy, and I really enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna do this again once I have a few more envelopes over left over. But anyways, next week you're gonna see the flip through. But for now, I really hope this was helpful to you and you enjoyed it. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.